So this is not surprising in the slightest. The forever battle from Nintendo to shut down piracy, shut down emulators, shut down everything pretty much. So this right here is kind of a little bit misleading. They're not technically targeting all these emulators in theory. They're targeting the GitHubs of these emulators. So github.com, it's great repository where you can pretty much put up any files you want. And a lot of emulators, they have their files on GitHub. It makes it easier. You go by releases. You don't have to have your separate website as easy, accessible. Sometimes people can't get to certain websites, whatever. It's easier just to go to github.com. That's where Nintendo is targeting. They're targeting the GitHubs, which doesn't make it so you can't use the emulators anymore. It just makes it so now that it's a little bit more challenging to get them because you're going to have to go to the website. So for Eden, you have to go to the website. For Citron, you have to go to the website. Every single one. And I think there's a couple other ones they're also targeting technically as well. Which, again, listen, it's not surprising, right? This is something that has been forever. We've had Nintendo trying to take down emulators, take down piracy. And I think one thing they've learned is that the more you try to attack piracy, the more it becomes like out there and people want to do it. And it's sad, but it is what it is, And listen, in Nintendo's case, there is a situation where you can make the argument if they made the games playable for everybody, then people wouldn't pirate. Well, no, people would still pirate. People would still pirate them, but it would make it a lot easier, okay, to make the argument. But the problem is a lot of these games, a lot of these older games people love, people can't actually play because the fact that they are taken off the stores. You can't get these games. A lot of these games, if you buy the physical release of it, it's like $1,000 because people have jacked up the prices and, buying and selling video games has now become like impossible to actually do unless you the only people who buy and sell video games are people who can actually collect them and have them as a collection. Because if you want to play the game, it's like, yeah, this game, you can play it. It's $1,000 game now. It is ridiculous. But you can get the ROM and play it. Obviously get the ROM from your own, device, your own thing, right? You don't do it legally, but my point is, that's what's causing all these, what causes piracy immensely, is because you can't play these old games. So if Nintendo wanted to stop that, or prevent that in some capacity, why not just re-release all these games? And I know they can't do that because there's laws and regulations and copyright, right? And there's a whole strew of things where they can't just re-release certain games. They're doing it with Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green because if you want to play Fire Red and Leaf Green right now, you either have to buy a $130 cartridge, right? Put it in a Game Boy SP or a DS or a Game Boy Nano, whatever other type inventions. And that's how you play it. Or you pirate it. Whether that's you get the ROM yourself or you do something bad and illegal and you should never do this. We have to say this for video's sake because it's against, YouTube term service to promote or do anything positive toward piracy. But the point is, right, you do it one of two ways. If there was a medium happy in the middle option, which it looks like there will be in the upcoming months with Nintendo Switch 1 and 2, where you could spend $30 and you can get Fire Red or Leaf Green. Okay, $30, I could get those games, I could play on my Switch. Perfect. Or, again, they don't give you the option, what are you going to do? Can't call Ghostbusters, Like, it's a forever situation. And I know, again, Nintendo, they also want to protect their IPs. They want to protect their licenses. Like, there is a situation where I am not pro Nintendo. I am not, but I understand. You can not like a company and not be pro the company, but you can understand their perspective. But it's like, I mean, you got to give us an option, man. You got to give us a way. We want to play your games. We love your games. So you got to meet us in the middle. Are you going to re-release them? Are you going to try to get them so we can play them? Like, they did a great job with the Nintendo Switch online services, where now you can actually, like, you know, play some old games, Game Boy, N64, you know, so on. But, like, you got to meet us in the middle here. You know, it's like, it's not like we're sitting here saying, like, oh, we hate, well, some people say they hate Nintendo. But, most part, it's not about that. It's about just figuring a happy medium, right? Let's meet in the middle. So, it's my cup of tea, my thoughts and opinions. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. See you guys next one.